Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is October 5th, and right now we're looking at the visible satellite imagery. I'm going to scroll through here, and you can kind of see this morning that we have that marine layer again across some of Southern California. Make its way in towards the coastal areas just a little bit there, up the central coastline as well. You can see some mid-level clouds out there also, but a lot of sunshine across much of the state, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona as well. So we'll take a look at what is to come here. You guys know what we've been dealing with pretty excessive heat across the region. Many records have been falling, except for along the immediate coastal areas. We'll take a look at that in some detail. We'll take a look at the extended forecast and see what we can expect next. So here we go. Saturday, hazardous heat. You can see the excessive heat warnings and heat advisories. A lot of the I-5 corridor included, a lot of the coastal regions here as well, except the coastal areas just north of the Bay Area. A little bit cooler there. This right now is through 11 p.m. tonight, Saturday, October 5th. And here we go. Daily record set today. San Jose, again, another record high yesterday, 98. Broke the old record of 96, set back in 1987. And Modesto, California also set a record high, 102 degrees versus 100, set back in 1980 also. And if we take a look at Oceanside, I did want to point this out just to kind of, put a positive spin on something here. Here's Oceanside, California. You can see that it's been right around average. Yesterday was just 3 degrees above average here. So there are some coastal regions where a lot of people live where they're not dealing with this excessive heat. Just did want to point that out. But if we look at Los Angeles National Weather Service, you got Palmdale there, 102, broke the old record of 101. Lancaster, Paso Robles, 106 versus 105 the previous day. So we are breaking a lot of records once you get away from the coastal regions. Temperature forecast for Phoenix, just absolutely witnessing history here, folks. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all forecast to break previous record highs. Some of these just absolutely decimating the previous record highs, as you can see, scattered years. But just an incredible run of heat there for Phoenix, Arizona, and not just Phoenix. You can see El Centro as well. Virtually every single day supposed to tie or break an all-time record high. Same thing with Yuma, Arizona, except for maybe Tuesday and Wednesday there. And again, the excessive heat warning does go off into the California deserts here. Some highs 105 to 112. You guys know the drill. And Las Vegas, again, just an absolute playlist here of record highs. Las Vegas just decimated its old record of 100 degrees by getting to 104. It's also the latest temperature in Las Vegas during the month of October, where the previous one was 103, set on October 1st, 1978. Actually, this was the highest temperature recorded in Las Vegas during the month of October. Correction there. And then you can see other areas like Kingman, Arizona, Needles, Death Valley, Barstow, all kinds of records falling, Desert Rock out there. You guys get the drill. Now, looking at 2-meter temperature anomaly. So I'm going to scroll through this fairly quick because the GFS, it doesn't look great here. And you can kind of see that we are going to be dealing in the meantime here with some very warm temperatures across the regions. We're going through Monday. Now we're on in through Tuesday afternoon. Now here we are into Wednesday afternoon. Thursday afternoon. Not good, folks. I mean, I'm trying to get some of this cooling down in here, but I don't control the weather there. We have to wait to see what Mother Nature wants to bring us. And then as we scroll even further out, you can see how the kind of oppressive heat just continues on in through mid portions of October in some of the most recent model runs. But then you see a little bit of a relief there starting to come maybe mid-month. We'll see how that goes, but you can kind of see some heat right after that as well. And if I take a look at a 7-day running total of these 2-meter temperature anomalies, which is the temperature recorded at the surface, you see we are not getting much relief here. I mean, kind of keeping these excessive temperatures all the way on in through even towards the late portion of October coming up here. So that's not good, but hopefully cross my fingers there that we can get some changes in that as we go. I just wanted to point this out. We got, what is this, Tropical Depression 14 across some of the Gulf of Mexico. If you have concerns along the Gulf Coast or Florida, watch out for this thing because it's probably going to be a big deal moving across Florida. Again, it could become a major hurricane here. You can kind of see the wind speed probabilities are starting to increase here, and yeah, things are probably going to get ugly here for portions of Florida, and it depends on where that moves after that. But anyway, back to the southwest. This is the temperature at 2,500 feet above the surface, and you kind of see the heat dome. It's just, this is not uncommon to have the heat dome here, but it's been excessively persistent, and you can see, especially across the portions of the desert areas, interior areas, it's just been excessively hot. And this goes all the way up through Tuesday afternoon. Much cooler air there up across the Gulf of Alaska. Maybe it'll start paying us a visit here at some point. Now, taking a look at the European, this is looking at 6-hour precipitation. So scrolling through here, a little bit of remnant tropical moisture down there. Doesn't look like it's going to make its way towards the south west, and then we try to look for some kind of frontal systems passing through, maybe some relief as we go towards mid-month coming up here, but no big frontal system just yet showing up in the extended forecast. We'll continue to watch that and break it down day by day. We do have some fire activity out there. I'll look at the name of that. I have it on the next map here, but you can see there is some surface smoke out there, but relatively speaking, still doing okay here across much of the state. You know how much worse it can be at this time of year, and I believe that is the Glenhaven fire out there. This was updated 24 hours ago, but that is burning. That's what the high resolution rapid refresh is picking up on. We've got other active fire as well, kind of producing some smaller amounts of smoke. Now, taking a look at the European artificial intelligence, so of course, what we look for here in the extended forecast is any kind of big ridge of high pressure over the Great Basin, or tropical systems, or maybe big frontal systems, mid-latitude cyclones swinging through the west coast of North America. And you can kind of see this thermal troughing just kind of remain with us here as we go on through this upcoming week. And I don't see any huge high pressure out here across the Great Basin that would bring a driver of some very strong offshore winds, at least not as of last night's European model. And as we've been scrolling the last few days as well, we have not been seeing that. We don't see any tropical system development either. And if we look at the GFS, same map here, let's play through it. The GFS has a little bit more in the way of some higher pressure moving down through the extended forecast, but we're looking so far out that it's virtually meaningless at this point. But you can kind of see the high pressure there kind of taking up residence a little bit across some of the Rockies there, and that would bring some kind of an offshore flow, but nothing too exceptionally strong. And then we scroll way off into Fantasyland, you can see another one passing through, but no tropical systems and no big mid-latitude cyclones scheduled for the west coast here, at least for California. And now looking at daily 2-meter max temperatures, as we scroll through here, this is for today. You can see, again, very warm across much of the region, except for the immediate coastline in some of these areas. And then we go through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe a bit of a cool down here as we go through next week, at least bringing things down a bit from some of these excessively hot conditions. And then we go towards the mid-month and they almost bounce back again a little bit there, but yeah, we'll watch that and break it down. Here are the temperatures for the last 30 days. You haven't been imagining it. Much of the west has been well above average, and this is for the last week. Just excessive heat has been present across much of the southwest, much of California included in that. And here's the 6 to 10 day. Not much relief showing up here as what we just looked over, and you can see the 6 to 10 day. They backed up off on this. Remember, I was talking about this yesterday. I didn't see much sign of that, and they kind of in agreement now, and I don't know why they've kind of left that there. Maybe the frontal system will clip portions in Northern California as we go through this time period. There's always that chance. They were getting a little bit close. 8 to 14 day, and the kind of the near home signature here, which doesn't mean a lot of precipitation at this time of year anyway. And just a warning here that we're probably going to see that drought monitor start to creep up on us here as we go over the next several months here. If we continue to have these excessive heat events and of course not much precipitation, then of course this is going to start to increase. Or it's been a nice run so far of not much drought across the state of California, but that may be coming to an end if we continue these conditions. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to do this all again tomorrow. We'll break things down. We're going to try to take a look off in the fantasy forecast and try to grab something to cling on to as far as temperature reduction. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, click like and subscribe. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.